Oh, hello there. Today I'm going to be showing you a game called Girl with the Heart of. An odd name, but I'll get into some reasons for it later in the video. Now, I covered this game in a short format in the Game Dev Bundle video that I did a week ago, and was going to make another video about this when I finish the game. Unfortunately, I haven't finished the game because my save file got lost. I'm pretty sure that's my computer's fault and not the game's fault, so I wouldn't worry too much about that for you personally. But that set me back a while, and I'll get to completing the game, and eventually it will happen, but it won't be up for a while, so I recorded some game footage anyway, and thought I'd do a longer form intro video to this wonderful indie game. With all that said, let me tell you what the game is. Actually, first I'm going to tell you if the game is not for you. This game is not for you if you don't like reading. There isn't voice acting in this indie title, and you're going to have to read what are occasionally walls of text. Secondly, you aren't going to enjoy this game if you come looking for an action-packed combat experience. In the around 2 hours of play I did, there was one real combat sequence which lasted a few seconds. For my first impressions, a grand majority of your time playing is going to be spent running around a beautiful looking town, talking to people, making choices, and developing your character. The character development is something I really find interesting about the game. Every time you go to sleep, you can increase some non-traditional stat. I chose to increase my lying skill at first, noticing that it was already increased by my conversational choices. As well, when sleeping, you have the choice of going into the darkness or the light. Both of these will wake you up, and I've seen no apparent effect as of yet, but I have my guesses. To go into these guesses, I guess I should tell you a little more about the game's story and background. You are Raven, a child of 11 years old, living in an underground city. It becomes quickly apparent that your city has just come under attack by some kind of army of the light, some people who live above the ground instead of you, which lives underneath the ground in the darkness. You find out at the same time a secret about yourself. You have some sort of mechanical, magical heart put in place upon your birth because you were born without a heart. This discovery leads to the rest of the game, as having this special heart apparently allows you to harness powers quickly and become some sort of uber powerful wizard with hacks. I can't tell you much more about the story without spoiling a lot, so I'll just say that the storyline doesn't get boring as you learn magic, learn more about the world around you, and learn more about your character's origins. In terms of the story, this game is stellar. In terms of art as well, this game's backgrounds look great. They're just cool to look at while you're playing the game, reading those walls of text, and occasionally killing some bats. As for music, it's nice. It's nice music. Unfortunately, it's not playing all the time. There's often silence, as it seems to be whenever you enter an area, it'll play the track for a certain amount and then just stop. So that's a small issue, but the music is nice in itself. I do have some minor issues with the game in general. Two exactly that I can think of, both pretty minor. First, false choices. I hate the things, and they're stupid and they should die in a hole somewhere. While there are a ton of actual important choices in the game, there's just some that are just there for fluff and will both lead to the same response. I guess it's realistic somehow, but I don't think it leads to good gameplay. Maybe it's just a pet peeve of mine, I don't know. Secondly, during a large segment where you're bouncing back and forth between a lot of people, basically doing quests, you have to, without the explanation, always fucking return to the guy that gave you the said quest. Just to tell him that you did the quest, you completed it. Magical. It's another minor little thing that annoyed me, but I needed to find some kind of criticism here, and the game overall is great. What it is in the end is a simple enough RPG covered with a great narrative, as well as some pretty sights. It also has a large replay value included with multiple endings. I'm not sure how many, but there are multiple endings based off your decisions. If that sounds appealing to you, I highly suggest you pick up this game. I believe that this game right now is still available through the Game Dev Bundle, but if you catch this video late, then you can get it for $6 alone. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.